Good morning. I'm out nice and early today. I actually got up about just before 5 and managed to get away from the campsite at about just before 6:30. So I've been hiking about half an hour already, and I love walking this time of morning. Everything just smells amazing. It's nice fresh new day. So today's a pretty big day. I have to do my longest distance today, which is 27 k's. I'm actually skipping through the Springs campsite, which is about 12 kilometres from Terrigal, which I just left, and then beyond that I've got 15 k's through to thru-hike, which is where I'm staying tonight. Part of the motivation for getting up this early was not just the long distance today, but there's a cafe at Cape Bridge or Bridgewater Bay, which you pass right on the trail apparently, and I'm really hoping to get there to grab a real coffee before that closes, I think at 4 o'clock. So I think I should be fine, but yeah, just wanted to try and get some good distance covered to get there in time. Pretty excited about today as well. It's a day of coming back out of the bush and starting to head around the capes and bays, which is the final section of the Great Southwest Walk. Also, I'll be going through the 200 kilometre milestone today, pretty much when I get to the Springs actually, so that's pretty big. And it's just going to be a nice fine day as well, so I think around about 22 degrees and just nice conditions for walking. So yeah, looking forward to it, and just going to keep on knocking off these kilometres. Got in here to the Springs or Springs camp at about 10:30 this morning. So that was about 4 hours after I left from Terrigal this morning. So I was a little bit slower than probably someone who's just walking all the way. I was always stopping and getting some footage and so on. So yeah, I actually don't mind this campsite. I seem to get a bit of a bad rap from some others that I'd spoken to about it, but it's actually not too bad. So it's nice and protected away from the wild headlands and capes that I've just been walking around. Anyway, I've just stopped in here to do a bit of a water resupply, have a quick snack, and yeah, basically just about to head off again on my way towards Trawalla campsite. There's a few things to see on the way too. There's some blowholes just further up. There's the petrified forest, and I think there's a seal colony as well, so a fair bit of stuff to see on the way. And I'm still hoping to get to the Cape Bridgewater Cafe to get a coffee before they close at 4 o'clock, so hopefully I'll make it around there in time. I was just looking back along the length of Discovery Bay and just looking at how far that is and just thinking, wow, I can't believe I've just walked all that way. So it's quite amazing when you look back and just see how far you've actually come. And in fact, I've actually just hit the 200 kilometre mark here, so that's a bit of a milestone on the walk once again. So I'm basically, 80% of the way through it now. So I can't believe I've walked that far, to be honest. But anyway, it's a good day. The wind's not too bad today. It's actually just nice and breezy. So it's really good walking around the capes and so forth, because it would just be pretty wild when the wind's up out there, I can imagine. So good day for it. And just going to continue around for the afternoon. I've got another 15 k's through to Trawalla from here. Cafe, and I hit one of my goals for today, which was to get here before closing time. I don't know what closing time is. I thought it was 4 o'clock, but I got here just around about 3:30, and I managed to get my big coffee and a lemon slice, so that was very civilised after trudging through the wilderness for a while. So just a sensational day today. I just have seen some amazing stuff. I've actually hiked up over this thing just behind us here. Doesn't look like much from where we are here, but that was one massive hill up one side and down the other, so it was pretty much downhill most of the way from the top of that into Cape Bridgewater here. And at this point I've done 22 k's for today, and I've got another 5 k's to go around to Trawalla camp, which is where I'm spending tonight. So about 3 k's of that's on the beach, walking along the beach, so it should be pretty cruisy, and should be a bit easier going hopefully after this morning was, and this afternoon was pretty hilly up and down around the capes and bays. But for everything that yesterday didn't have in terms of interesting walking, today's just delivered in spades. It's one of the best days for sure, just amazing scenery. So if you think that you're wanting to save the best stuff for last, I'd definitely walk around anti-clockwise, because this area through here is just stunning. So anyway, I am about to put the pack back on and start heading around the beach and heading over to thru-hike camp to get set up for tonight. Big day today. I'm now here at thru-hike campsite, and after doing 27 Ks today, I'm glad to be here. But what an amazing day. This has definitely been the best day's walking on the Great Southwest Walk so far, in my opinion. It's just been incredible landscape. And to think that I left this morning from a little bush campsite, really nice campsite at Tarragal, and then headed out through the bush for a little bit, went along through some farmlands, said good morning to the sheep on the way, down to Bridgewater Lakes from there, and then starting to head out around the Capes and the end of Discovery Bay, and looking back and just seeing how far I'd actually hiked from almost the other end of that. Just amazing. And just the coastal cliffs and everything, it was just an incredible day. The views were just so good, and having the Bridgewater Bay Cafe in the afternoon to stop in at was just a real treat too. I'd been hoping to get in there and made it in time, as I said earlier, for that coffee and lemon slice, so that was magic. So got the campsite to myself tonight, and I'm happy about that because it's nice to have a sort of peaceful evening after a big day's hiking. So tomorrow I am heading through to the next one, which is Mallee. A much shorter day. It's only 15 Ks from here, and after a really beautiful day today, the weather's actually going to start turning tomorrow. The wind's going to really pick up again, and I think it's going to start raining sometime in the afternoon and probably tomorrow night too. So I'm planning to probably get up quite early again and try and knock off the 15 Ks, hopefully by about lunchtime, and get in and set up camp before the rain comes through. But I was thinking about Mark today actually, because he's doing what I've just done today, and it's going to be pretty wild up there with all the high winds tomorrow. So anyway, it's probably a good day to have done that segment, and we'll see what tomorrow's like when the weather takes a bit of a turn. So I got in here just pretty much right on 6 o'clock, so after leaving 6:30 this morning. So I mean, I had some decent breaks during the day there, so it was nice to have those few stops. But and plus all the filming that I kept on doing because there was so much to get footage of. So it was a long day, but that's the great thing about this time of year is that there's so much light. So there's still 3 hours of light left at the moment, so plenty of time to set up camp and get dinner underway. So yeah, fantastic day, just absolutely loved it, and I will see you guys in the morning.